TKO Group Holdings is a big media company created when WWE and UFC merged under Endeavor Group Holdings. This happened on September 12, 2023. Now, WWE and UFC are part of TKO. This merger is important because it's the first time WWE isn't mostly controlled by the McMahon family. They've been in charge for a long time, over 70 years. It's also the third time UFC has changed owners. Zuffa bought it in 2001, then Endeavor bought Zuffa in 2016. In this new company, Vince McMahon from WWE is the boss, while Ari Emanuel from Endeavor is the CEO, and Mark Shapiro is the president and chief operating officer. Ari Emanuel doesn't have creative control over WWE or UFC. Nick Khan is the president of WWE after the merger, and Dana White is still the CEO of UFC.
Joining me now is Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel, COO Mark Shapiro, discussing, in part, the new company and their new roles. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It was important to you to have Mark with you. You're the CEO. Why is it important to have both of you together talking about this company?
You know, the funny thing is everybody says, well, how do you run both companies? And as I like to say to people, I walk, he chews gum. So, you know, we do this together. This is a very kind of big task with two companies, as people say. But we've now done this for a lot of years.
How do you split up responsibilities? In all seriousness, is there sort of, do you know, kind of, you know, this is what I handle and this is what I do?
No, you know, we have kind of, we know each other very well. I do certain things really well. He does certain things really well. And we trust each other. And so there's no kind of nervousness if something happens and you didn't know, like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
No job too small. I mean, we're both very granular, we're both very hands-on, and we're both willing to jump in wherever is needed and necessary.
All right. Well, I'll ask questions. I don't know which one to ask you. I'll talk about synergies. Maybe that's your area. I don't know. Because that was one of the reasons why I think WWE gravitated towards your offer. You talked about 50 to 100 million when you announced the deal. You know, Jessica Reif-Ehrlich in her note thinks it could be 200 million. Is that accurate?
Well, I think there's, we had a range of 50 to 100 with regard to back office and costs. We're on our way to kind of doing that. We did that with the UFC. We are on our way here. There's also savings as it relates on the production side because of their production facility, our production facility at the UFC. This is a pure play sports play. You know, there's nothing more important than sports content and live events. We do 350 live events with production. We have a billion in fan base. The global reach of both is incredible, and you can't underestimate the value of TV rights domestically and internationally, and also the sponsorship for that. And I think the other thing that this does, in addition to just cost savings, it enables us to kind of have a pure play and people look at EDR properly, where, you know, we have actually some data points last week. Keurig invested in CAA at 13, 15 times.
Right.
Formula One buying Quint for 15 times, which is an experiential company. You know, without UFC inside EDR, everything's valued at a little bit less. I think it will give everybody a pure play there also.
Right.
And both companies have about less than 3 times leverage.
Are you going to get that down? I mean, this is a free cash flow generating company, right,
Yeah,
Mark?
both companies will be a juggernaut in that respect. I mean, free cash flow conversion at TKO will be around 61%. And of course, Endeavor will be strong. I mean, remember, when this thing started, we were, 8 times levered, just about 8 times levered, and now we're below 3. So healthy balance sheet, scale, growth, profitability.
Return of capital to Endeavor, which owns 51%. Are you going to be getting a significant dividend over time?
Well, we've already announced our capital return initiatives, as you know, a stock buyback program to the tune of $300 million on the Endeavor side, and of course, our first dividend. So look for more of that in the years to come.